今日落雨絲濕，嚟呢個 JCCC 繼續咧學呢個花道啊，學朗拿甸奴插花，咁啊都有其他小朋友一齊學啊。哇！佢都有聚餐喎，一陣間可能咁啊，擺晒啲台凳喺度。哇！佢有啲展覽又轉咗，呢個係嗰啲好有型嗰啲黑白色嘅。就同啲山水畫唔同，我哋轉咗個課室嚟咗呢度，哇！嗰啲幾開揚，咁啊有三條西芹，同埋我哋喺花園嗰度嗰啲想掹走嗰啲黃花。
Yeah, best flower shop in town I like is see in the Avenue Road. Yeah, go to Tuesday or Thursday afternoon. That's the best. Not the Monday. I always yeah. Market is closed and the local and the imported flower overship on Sunday. They arrive on Sunday night. And they loaded auction and cutting on Monday, and all tourists buy it and hydrate it over the night. And Tuesday is a fresh stock. And the local one, they have auction on every Tuesday and Thursday. So local one is like Tuesday morning. They go like 4 o'clock. So by the time in the afternoon or 11, there is a four of them. Young, and that's right. Young and the Yongjang and the cans and the first one I don't know. Yeah, go there and their price is not bad. If you go wholesaler, if you buy the it's called a hofran. If you buy the small bunch, the price is not different. You know when you're carrying it, so it's better to do. And they are sitting in a shop, and right? So yeah, that's a better way.
Do you ever use any kind of the
chemical
packages?
Yes.
What's in that? Aspirin, sugar, cotton pennies.
Yeah, sugar. That's right. Yeah, that used to, right? Yeah. That prevents the bacteria grow in the water. So if you change the water often, you don't need it. If the lily or it's not open roses, you need a food. So you need a maybe powder. There is a different type of powder. It's for food, like a plant food or chemical to prevent the bacteria. It's two kinds, but one you got from the shop is like all mixed, like general purpose. You know the soil for the garden. There's like so many types. The same thing. They're like yeah. So because of that, if the bacteria grow, they block the stem, so they cannot absorb the water and they jump in the stem. That's why you have to change the water.
And you cut it when you change the water as well?
Ideally,
Yes.
like slightly, because because it's gonna be a little bit soggy and then wash it. Yeah, that's the best. Depth, diameter, and add half of this, right? So almost you don't need to cut because you always kept longer and cut in the short at home. So it's gonna be my shin, and sew it would be 3/4 of shin. So take that half and something like here, I would say. Yeah. And avoid these knots. One more time. This stem is very soft, so it's not too soft, but it's good enough to hold the here. But the cutting straight is fine. Right. So this way, and the shin is, should I go to so this is the front, okay? So put in here straight, and you want to have something like this, and sometimes it's heavy, and if it's not, if you like it you can keep it, depends, but for me this one is a little bit big, so I'm gonna cut it this lighter. A little bit, 10 to 15 degrees. Almost you don't need to, because it has not. Almost straight, but it's a little bit diagonal is fine because it's not a branch, it's softer. So almost insert, I would say. Then to the bottom and pushing, not the bending. They won't bend. It's gonna break it. But you can tell it's like insert and push the needle inside. And a 45-degree from here or from the bottom. This
有個同學仔發現咗佢唔係太啱，
5, 15,
一調轉咗。
so and half of the length. Half of the length. And if it's not great, this is, yeah, take it off. If it's nice leaves, you can keep on, but most of the time, this one is straight is fine.
啲白膠剪其實好難揸，
And I
唔
want
知
to
揸
have
得咁
this
鬼爽。
leaves. If I put like this, it's gonna touch in the water, so I have to cut it. But if I do this one and the flower is still nice, then I'm gonna do it this way. Okay. So one. And push, 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 push. 75. There you go. I think a little bit long. Yes.
多少少整啲 IKEA 家私咁樣，就會跌㗎啦開始，所以做一嘢做。
Push, 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 push. This is kind of it's very close to the water. Maybe I need to cut it. Maybe yes. Have to support the
個框架
shin
搞掂
today.
咗，
So not too tall like shin. So I would say there's no
而家只係
loose.
係
But maybe like here, little by little. Let's see. On here, just support shin to have little. So shin is not lonely. It's still like you feel the energy to go up to the shin, but this is like supporting from the back and create the depth as well. You can go this way too. Up to you. I always like they are dancing each other kind of looking. Well, usually like that because they're gonna hop and they're gonna have the bouquet here, right? All the leaves and stuff. But the Ikebana, you want to create a triangle shape here, not just a ball. That's why we want to use the flower. So you get the triangle shape here instead of just the mass of the ball of the mass. That's why we use the flower instead of the stem. If it's one kind of the material, yes, you use the stem there, even the focal point in that, but basic idea. If it's nice and fresh, I want to use as the filler. Okay, this one is on. It's going to open up more and more bigger.
And this has to be the biggest, right?
Biggest as a focal point, yes, and to try to hide the cancer as well.
呢度大花啊，
This is no rules for the length, by the
大
way.
花同
Okay?
但全部青色或者係綠色咁樣，
Yeah.
咁就要襯啲黃花，黃花已經大把。
In case materials are limited.
呢個就要結構嚟講幾
This
好，
is too big.
啲黃花自己喺出邊攞啲插嚟。
Observe.
又係唔同高度，唔同
Not
角
too
度
tall, but on the base. And a little bit shorter. Something like that.
記得
Right. Then you have mark.
花園的野花，
Let's see. I'm gonna use Mama is strong too. some the flower. When you ask how long it's gonna last, right? And then people, mom is as you say 3 weeks or so, or this one is gonna last long 2 weeks, and I think rose is 2. I think 2 weeks if you kept well, but like ranunculus is very but depends. Tulip doesn't. Sometimes does actually 2 weeks. It's open up, right? So it depends on the condition and if they kept well and so it's hard to tell. Sometimes just 3 days. Right?
落嗰啲係3日嘅啫。
So fill up between, and you try to take like this, right? But if it's like this and that's it. You can, but divide it. Don't okay. Like this. That's better. You can have like shorter one and top one, so you can control. Should not touch. No, should not touch. For tall container, yes, you need to touch it. So do not afraid to cut and divide.
斜晒都唔掂嘅，跟住其他釘晒就喺度陪住佢跳舞咁樣。畫花畫鑊，唔係喎。下邊就要滿滿，上面就要空空。但係佢又要抄翻個字。
I forgot the space for there. So it do again. I insert twice and it's destroyed the extent like this.
Yeah.
May I ask when to cut the branch in an angle and when to cut straight?
This one is, when it's soft, you can just cut in a straight. Yeah, most of the flower straight is fine. But if it's thick branches, it's hard to place in between the needle. So then you're gonna cut in the angle. Yes. Yeah.
That's great, because I was wondering the same thing, when you do an angle, when you do it straight.
So straight is fine, and if you cannot put in an angle, then
或者你直插就係咪都冇所謂嘅？斜插你要
this one is
釘
curved,
位
so
要。
that's why it's like it's gonna touch. I think to this way. I'm gonna put in this way. Instead of this way, I'm gonna put in this way because otherwise it's gonna be for sure.
所有啲黃花其實都係等緊係第2條主幹嘅一半多，仲要少啲。
Not all over. I try to make the flow from here to kind of here. See?
但係中間都有個空位，下邊就遮蔽
And
咗。
if you have nice leaves and stuff, you can add on. If it's not, and if it's full, it's okay. You don't need to fill up. But
佢每種
I feel
綠
like
都唔
I'm
同，
gonna have sort of
有隻
here
深綠，
to fill
有
up.
啲青綠，
Yes.
一
How
啲
about this side?
一啲綠到
Yeah.
有啲白
One
咁
more.，
佢點住啲黃，而嗰種黃就好鮮。
This is
咁細塊葉咁喎。
and right there. You won't see from the front, but you see from here.
Yeah.
Just put it
就
on.
睇得到。
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Don't waste.
Wow.
it.
It's funny, those little wings on this one.
As
因為黐一黐。
yeah, now this one I don't mind it.
Yeah, it looks great in the
This is
front.
something
欣
too.
賞嗰
Yeah.
邊有啲乜
So
嘢
depends
豬肉
what the size of the leaves. Some of them is a good size, and you just leave it.
今日嗰啲 material 啊 ，bells of iron、regi rose、mum seal。咦，阿媽通常都係藍喎，呢度係黃色嘅。呢個仍然都係一個，哇！我爭啲睇個 FBI、TBI。呢個改正咗嗰個呢條瞓喺度躺平嘅小朋友，同埋呢個就係繼續向上，再有呢個內卷嘅小朋友，3個小朋友一齊。 排隊等攞水嘅時候咧，咁啊欣賞下老師嘅作品。又冇任何肥豬肉，但係又睇唔到佢嗰啲裏邊嘅赤裸嘅樣樣，滿滿的，佢哋真係有個空間咁。